have, first of all, let me say a big, huge thanks to Council President George Leventhal and Councilmember Nancy Navarro. They are true champions in the county and for workers in this county, and I want to thank them on behalf of all of our members, but on behalf of everybody who's here today, who I'm going to acknowledge in a minute. But I'm going to have them come up and say a few words. So I think the Council President, and then I'm going to have Nancy come up. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Jaime. I think we're going to pass a really great bill today. President Barack Obama has asked state and local governments to act because our Congress is paralyzed. We would all prefer to see a uniform law that benefits workers in all 50 states. If we had a functional Congress, then issues of hours, of work regulations, things that are related to the licensing and regulation of labor ought properly to be handled through federal agencies, through the Department of Labor. There would be nothing that would make me happier than our former colleague and my great friend, Secretary of Labor Tom Perez, enforcing a uniform sick leave policy throughout the United States. And someday maybe we'll get there. But in the meantime, President Barack Obama and Secretary Tom Perez have asked that we act at the state and local level. And so today, in response to the real concerns that we've all heard about, to make sure that no one has to face the unfair choice between earning a living and paying your rent on the one hand, and either showing up to work sick and exposing the public and your clients and your customers to contagious illness, or neglecting your own children and family members. That's not a fair choice for any worker to have to make, and under Bill 6014, which I'm optimistic we will pass today, no one will have to make that choice any longer. I have been delighted to work closely with a strong advocate for this legislation and a strong advocate for working families, my very good friend and colleague, Councilmember Nancy Navarro.
Well, a hearty pre-congratulations to Council President Leventhal as well for really championing this, and it was something that we both felt so strongly about. Thank you so much for this coalition. I look around this room and I'm so inspired. I'm so excited to be here because this day is so important. Montgomery County continues to look more and more like our nation. And it is really fitting that we take the lead once again to show the way, to show the state that we can do this, to show the nation that it is possible, that a group of legislators, that this government, as you see it here in Montgomery County, can actually work for you. And absolutely, how is it that in this great nation that we are just now beginning to grapple with these issues? It seems amazing to me that we're still dealing with this, but we're starting here. We're gonna move this forward. You know, I kept thinking this morning about how many times did I hear moms secretly sharing that, you know, I give my children Tylenol in the morning so they can go to daycare and at least spend that day because I can't take off that day. And think about what that does to that child, to that parent, the stress, the public health issues around this. So I am here to say that I'm also very optimistic that we're going to pass a very strong bill. I, from the very beginning, have said that I stand very firm with the bill that has been proposed. And of course, we'll collaborate and work with you if we have to, you know, make some amendments. But I believe that it's still going to be a very strong bill, and I'm really happy to have led the way, and thank you all for your patience and for all your work. Y para la comunidad latina en específico, quiero decirles de que este es un día magnífico, muy importante para esta comunidad. Estos días de pago, de enfermedad, también de seguridad, es tan importante para todas esas familias trabajadoras, para no tener que escoger entre ir a trabajar, pagar nuestra renta y quedarnos a cuidar a nuestros niños o nosotros mismos lidiar con una enfermedad. Así que una vez más, el condado de Montgomery sigue en el liderazgo tanto estatal como nacional, y hoy vamos a pasar esta ley para ayudar a todos esos trabajadores del condado de Montgomery. Thank you so much, everyone. We have to go back. Thank you.